And finally, we have Surag Ramchandran sharing his thoughts on career progression for technical writers. Surag is currently Senior Tech Pubs Manager, Oracle Bangalore.
Hello, everybody. So when I got the invitation and when I found the list of speakers, I found that my name is appearing towards the end. So the problem I had was there is an advantage to that because I can always have the last say. There's whatever things I say, it's registered kind of a thing. At the same time, the challenge was that since people like Kiran, people like Sandhya, Manjula, and many others who have spoken before me, so by that time the career progression would have been almost over. It's like by now everybody has touched many areas where the tech writers can go and how successful tech writers had their path kind of a thing. And even during the networking events, you would have gone through that. So the thing is not to really have a specific agenda, not to have a presentation at all, because having a presentation was a nice thing, because you can generally flow according to the slides. But here the problem is if I had told, because many of the things looks very similar, because I'm also a published author. I also write for kids. Okay, so the thing is, it's like getting, it's like people who have been in this industry for a while, they all after a while become a manager, or they write something else, they go for other courses and stick on to this, they have some advices to say. So all those things, I was looking very, very similar to that. So one thing I want to say, another common thing, we are also hiring. So, but we have, we have just one vacancy left. So we are closing this week. So I just wanted to close because only this week, because I know this event is coming, and I hope some more prospective candidates will be there. And talking about Rajdeep, Naveen, Saravanan, etc., we have been here in Bangalore for such a long time. And during that time, we used to have formal and informal sessions. During certain informal sessions means we used to sit in certain hotel or certain restaurants, and sometimes we are asked to move out because just by ordering one coffee, we have been sitting there for 3 hours talking about tech writing and what all the nice things that's going to happen in the industry, kind of a thing. And one good thing that happened was Naveen, he joined me after a while. So it was very nice to take Naveen. So like that, I'm just saying that networking really works, because especially in this field, it's such a small world where you meet people, you bump with each other in almost all the conferences, kind of a thing. Now, one thing I like to say is the things that some of the my colleagues, my seniors didn't say. One thing is over the years, I've seen so many tech writers. I remember reading in one forum, one person telling that a fresher, okay, TCS is calling a particular event, and they are called, it's a walk-in event, and they are expecting people with more than 60 or 65% in BE or BTech to attend that event. And this person doesn't have 60%, but for tech writing, they are not put that. So she want to attend that, but can't say that is attending this because she doesn't have 60%. So please give me a very good excuse so that I can tell the interviewer that I'm really interested in tech writing, kind of a thing. So that was one thing that I've seen. I've seen many because I hire people. So during one of the interviews, I've seen one person. He is running a business actually, a Tata Sky. Some business like that. So what he has found is somebody has told him that tech writing is a field where any fool can get into, because you just need to have a basic degree. They take anybody, any background, any field into that, kind of a thing. So he's trying that out by attending the interviews. And the problem is, if people are so desperate in their job and they just want to have make some easy money doing if people are some easy job, if they are having that kind of a mentality, what will happen is unfortunately, another thing is many of these people will get into the industry. I'll tell you how. One of the main thing is not everywhere a documentation manager will conduct an interview. There are many places in which there won't be a documentation manager, there won't be anybody in the documentation team, and most probably a QA manager or a dev manager may conduct the interview. and many of them don't really have a yardstick or any way of gauging the quality of a tech writer. Because how well can they know whether you require, say, 3 pages of writing or a paragraph of writing, or vice versa. It's like if something that can be written within a paragraph, if you take 3 pages, that's also not good, right? So they cannot really gauge a tech writer, and somehow they will stay in the company writing things like click delete to delete, click next to go to next, that kind of stuff, which doesn't give any value for anybody, any user kind of a thing. They just stay in the industry for some time, and after 2 years or so, even if they get kicked out of the company, then they apply somewhere else. Then somebody, oh, coming from that company shouldn't be bad. Like that, it continues for 4 or 5 years. But after a while, what will happen is such people will reach a kind of what you call a career stagnation or a mid-career crisis, where they are no longer freshers. They have some 7 or 8 years, but by that time they haven't accumulated anything that will bring value to them. It's like I see a lot of nodding heads, even Kiran and Sandhya. You might have seen, as she was telling, if you put an ad, you will get around 60 people, and some 10, 12 people will be good. Finally, after interviews, you will get 2, 3 people, kind of a thing. That's unfortunately the thing that is happening. Kiran told about time sharing CPUs, those time. I haven't worked on them, but I have heard my professor talking something similar to me. What she was telling is, another thing is, it's like during those earlier days, what happens is if you do certain programming stuff and give back, if there's a small error, it will say syntax error, and then you have to wait for next turn after such a long time. So earlier days, what used to happen is people were trying to get it, that multiple undo, copy paste kind of things wasn't really there in their mind for the people who have worked hard and built their career. But later what happened is a lot of avenues came where you have internet, you have many training institutes. There is nothing wrong in joining the training institutes. Actually, if there were training institutes when I was starting my career, I would have joined, because many of the things you learn by, which will take a lot of time to learn, you can get it in a structured manner. But that doesn't stop there, or please don't kind of give an indication to anybody that any fool can join into this profession kind of a thing. It's like this profession also requires a lot of hard work. And if you are moving out to another area, so for example, in Rajdeep's case, I know him very well because many of you also know. So he was a tech writer. Then he moved into a business development role. Then he started his company of his own. So that requires a lot of hard work. If you want to be a CEO kind of person, definitely that requires a lot of hard work. Even staying in tech writing itself requires a lot of hard work, because newer and newer areas are coming. That is cloud, whether it is analytics. I'm into analytics, so I can really say about that. Cloud analytics, or mobile or social media or Internet of Things, all those things were not there some time before. So all these are growing field also. So if you really want to stay as a good tech writer also, you have to do a lot of hard work. So nothing kind of substitutes hard work. So what I'll just say all the tech writers is to continue learning, because that's the best job security that you can have. Because if you are in always in with the latest trends that's happening, latest technology that's happening, and if you are a hard worker, definitely, even if you lose your job due to some reason, because you've seen Sandhya saying, and because she has very boldly told that she was laid off. It's like, I haven't reached that kind of a spot, but I'm really not really sure how will I react if I get into that kind of a thing. But the thing is, that kind of scenarios may happen in anybody's life, because you got another example. He's talking about not being in job for some time. So what happens is mergers happens, acquisition happen. But if you keep on updating yourself, if you keep on working hard, if you keep on looking for the stuff, definitely more revenues will come for you. So thanks for calling me for this event and listening to me. Thanks, Rajdeep. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Surag.